Dana White Fight Island. Is UFC 249 postponed until the end of the COVID-19 pandemic? Will Dana White actually host 249 on a private island, just like in that movie Enter the Dragon starring Bruce Lee? Will Joe Rogan be there? Do you really want to know? Well, alright. Buckle up, buckaroos. Let's do this right now. At the UFC.com website, notice their main cover photos feature completely empty stadiums. Disney and ESPN requested to have UFC 249 postponed until further notice in light of the pesky COVID-19 pandemic. Yes, COVID-19 and coronavirus is the same thing. I feel like someone out there is asking me that right now. Like in other businesses, UFC President Dana White wishes to keep the momentum of the sport going. He knows right now a lot of people are following the stay-at-home orders, and by God, or whatever you believe in, these people need to be entertained.
Are you not entertained?
Not right now, Russell. People need Fight Island. Without it, imagine if people get really bored. Dana White knows if he can actually pull off this event on a private island, the rewards could be potentially record-breaking. Maybe they'll see record pay-per-view sales and more endorsements for being ballsy and innovative enough to successfully make this happen. Dana knows the demand and the opportunities there, and he's doing his darndest to keep everyone working, even against these odds. Now, the immature kid in me thinks, will this be like Mortal Kombat?
Well done. Finish him!
Probably not. But it would be interesting to see if a private island offers extra perks or loopholes we have yet to consider. What would it take to make this happen? Private island? Check. Dana bought one. Infrastructure? Check. Reports show it's all being built in at present time. What about the virus itself? And safety? That's the tricky part. Now, the fight card was impressive. To name a few fighters, it features Ferguson versus Gaeth and a rematch between Andrade and Namajima. Namajima reportedly pulled out of the fight due to her own COVID concerns. Forgive me if I butchered their names, I probably did. The reason why it's tricky to pull off an island fight is first and foremost, everyone involved, from fighters to crew and key people, would have to test negative for COVID-19. This could potentially impact the talent available to fulfill the original fight contracts. Now, I would assume the same thing goes for spectators if there will be any. Having a private island should take care of having international fighters participate. Transportation, that would have to be handled privately. Secondly, this island venue would need a way to protect fighters from a crowd rushing the octagon, should there be one. There's rumors of an elaborate plan to do just that. They're a bit far-fetched, so I won't be spending time on them here. Dana has plans beyond just having this first big fight at the island. He wants to increase the number of events to weekly. If he has his way, he wants to bring on more international fighters as well, since he won't have to worry about US travel bans. US travel bans, yes. It doesn't stop there. Tachi Palace, an Indian casino in California, has shown Dana a lot of support throughout his tough negotiations with Disney and ESPN. Tachi Palace has a history of hosting MMA events for many years and aims to welcome the UFC. Dana announced he plans on strengthening their partnership and taking advantage of the different laws at the reservation and bringing them a big UFC event once California is done with stay-at-home orders. Here is a word from Dana himself.
And everybody's saying the fight's canceled. The fight is not canceled. The fight is postponed and being pushed back. All my fighters that are nervous and freaking out, don't be worried about the money. It's coming. We're gonna hold our schedule. All these fights are still gonna happen. We're getting ready for Fight Island. Fight Island's where it's all gonna happen. Okay?
Is Joe Rogan going to Fight Island if the event happens? Dana reported that Joe had planned on attending the original UFC 249 held at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York. So my guesstimate says if he can go to Fight Island, he will. Dana reassured everyone that the fight is still going to happen as planned. However, there are no listed updates regarding UFC 249 at the UFC.com website as of yet. Let's hear from you guys now. Do you think Fight Island is a real thing that's going to happen? Would it be awesome? Comment below. Hell, vote yes or no. I do new videos Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I cover fight events as well as movies and game reviews. Now hit that like button, click that bell, and subscribe for more content like this. Boom!